that new whip. Hey, who's that do drip?
And we're live.
Welcome to Bet Records, where we talk about hot topics, ideas, and all the shit you really want to hear.
We are live 263 in studio on a normal day once again. Honestly, Friday seems to be the day that actually works, but fuck it, we're going to do Tuesdays again because that's the day that also works, I guess. Wednesday. Whatever day we're doing is what we're doing, and that is how we live. We have an in-video review, all-new Bet Records in-video review on the all-new Prime Energy drink by Logan Paul?
Yeah, it is Logan Paul.
By Logan Paul.
And it's a hydration,
KSI, right?
It's a hydration drink. So there is no energy. It's more like a Pedialyte, more so I would say.
Yeah.
So it's more of a hydration drink. But yep, KSI, Logan Paul, tag team, not only in the ring twice, but they also tag team to do this as well. New drink from them within the past couple months here. If you want to check out the video, we're gonna do a short clip on TikTok as well. If you're joining us from TikTok. Here we go. Here's the review.
I thought they hated each other.
Nope, they're good now. They're good business partners. You know, they're chilling, relaxing. So, Josh,
Grape it is. A grape ape. This is the grape flavored, naturally flavored, no artificial colors hydration drink. It's only 25 calories, so that's good. Zeros across the board except for carbs. You only have 2%, which is not a lot. Total sugar is only 2 grams. That's actually pretty darn good for a hydration drink. Typically, it's quite a bit more actually. So, and it's got 10% coconut water. So we're gonna see how this is. Taking the first sip here. It's actually pretty good.
first taste. Great.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, Justin, try this shit.
I don't even like grape flavored stuff.
It's honestly not bad.
I had the fruit punch over the weekend, so I had to grab the other two.
Not fan of the
fan of
grape.
grape.
Q-tip.
I don't like grape flavored.
Grape ape.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about grape, but we'll see. Smells pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty good,
Honestly, for having no sugar.
I'd buy it, actually,
Yeah, for no sugar, that's not
I'm
bad.
thinking like this is hangover gold right here, dude. I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to actually have a hangover and try to drink it
True.
first. Well, I
True,
could definitely
true.
drink it on a hangover. Wouldn't
So it's a
be
little
bad.
bit more thick than a Gatorade, you know, but
Yeah.
that's kind of where it's closer to a Pedialyte.
I kind of like
almost,
that.
Yeah.
It's
Or
a
not
little more thick,
Pedialyte.
though.
Yeah.
Pedialyte Body Armor. I'd say it's kind of in the middle of those there.
I sort of like that. It's a little more thick, yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Try this. This is the orange flavor. Very similar. Let's check out the back. This one actually has 5 less calories, interestingly enough, than the grape. All the numbers on the back are very similar, so let's give this a try. Still coconut water.
Yep.
10% coconut water. Gluten-free, caffeine-free.
That was not bad, honestly.
Not bad.
For no sugar, that's not bad.
Yeah, damn. Did you just find this? Did you have to go to a certain store to get this?
So they're only
That
in
tastes
like.
just like an orange Gatorade.
Yeah,
Really?
dude, but there's no sugar.
Alright, let me try this thing.
Only available in certain stores.
Oh yeah, I would say this one's still a little bit it's got that hint of thickness, but no, I would say it's.
But
a little
again,
bit
for
lighter than that one.
no sugar, that's the biggest surprise, honestly.
Yeah, they honestly both taste pretty good. Honestly, I don't even really like Gatorade, but I think I would like this actually.
There you go. You heard it here. Drink Prime. Fuck
So
slime.
it's only available in 10 stores.
So they have a deal with Walmart. So I
Yeah.
Okay, so
looked
yeah,
on the
Walmart,
locator that's in like local Walmarts here, GNC as well, and Sam's Club. But the gas station next to my house, the Ghetto gas station, not Pump and Munch, the other one, for whatever reason has them. They have these two, Fruit Punch, and then Lime as well, which Lime is kind of but looked on their website quick to see that locator, just 'cause I was curious, and they have like a red, white, and blue one now. They have a blue flavor, I know. So they got at least 6 flavors that I know of. So pretty interesting, worth a shot. I think.
Worth a shot for sure.
Yeah, I think definitely. If you're trying to get rehydrated, looking at a Gatorade, might want to switch it up, try something different.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. So moving past that into the fan favorite shock topics. We're going to have a little surprise thing in the middle here just to break it up a little bit. So I have I have 4. What do you have there?
I think I have 1 or 2.
You have 1, okay.
At least 1.
Trenton, how many do you
I
have?
have 3 questions from our viewers and 4 questions that I made myself.
Okay, so let's do this.
Do you have any, Justin?
Justin?
No.
Okay, so let's start with the viewer questions.
Sure.
And then we will go to Q-Tip's singular question.
Okay.
And then we will do
We'll do yours
surprise
and you can always
thing.
skip mine as well. So
And then we will do mine, and then if we have time, we'll do yours as well.
Yep,
I think is the way to go. Let's start with the viewers though.
Alrighty.
Sure.
Alrighty. If you are a viewer and listening, thank you for submitting questions. We're definitely gonna do this going forward.
Yeah, it's super fun, honestly.
I'll take these 2 if you take this one next time.
Alright.
Okay,
I
so
will.
I'm doubling up, but you're gonna double up next time.
Okay.
Yeah, Justin, same for you.
Alright, here we go. Whoever gets shocked gets the first topic. Here we are.
It's makes me nervous, man.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Josh, with the first question.
Of the evening.
Are your final wishes to be cremated or have a traditional casket and burial?
It's interesting.
A little dark of a question here.
That's very interesting.
I actually think about that a lot.
Honestly, like I mean, it could go either way. I mean,
I've never thought about it.
yeah, it's kind of I've never honestly thought about this or not. I could see it going either way. There's pros and cons. I see the pros to being cremated as you're not
cheaper.
Well, it's not only cheaper, but you don't have to deal with decomposition and all that, and you know when you're finding a burial spot, getting the headstone or whatever, as well as it's something that never kind of goes away. I mean, you just get put in a jar almost, and a job did. And speaking of which, we should probably look at that. I didn't even see the verdict today. That's today actually.
Yeah,
but
so
we'll get into that later.
Yep.
But verdict is today. But honestly, me personally, if money wasn't an object, I would say I would rather get buried. But depending on how it ends and how my life goes would kind of determine that. If funds were tough near the latter stages, I would personally rather get cremated because I would rather not have like kids and whatnot have to deal with the payments of that. But again, if money wasn't an option, I would personally prefer to be buried with a nice headstone. I don't know. It's just a kind of a personal thing, but yeah, it's a very interesting question if you haven't even thought of that before, which I have personally never thought of that. So
yeah, I'll just jump in real quick because I haven't thought about it at all either. I probably would do traditional burial because, to be honest, in my family, that's all I've seen. There are plenty of other families that do it different ways.
Correct.
No problem with it, but to be honest, that's just what I'm used to. Never thought about doing it the other way. Justin, I know you had something on this.
So over the years, I actually have thought about that because I don't know.
It's life.
There's
It's life.
so I jump back and forth between the two, but there's actually something that they're working on in the future that you'd be buried, but you'd be buried into a pod that turns into a tree. I would like that because
I would like that as well.
Because one, you go to
unless you're
you go to a cemetery and you're just quiet, you're just sitting there staring at it. As with a tree, it's just you're out in nature, sun's out, you're smiling, you can play around my tree with your kids, fly a kite, have a picnic.
So then follow-up question for that, what kind of tree would you be? If you had to choose.
I think I'd be an oak.
Oak tree, okay.
They live long.
Or actually, I think I'd be an evergreen tree.
Yeah. I would personally, if that was an option, I think I would choose a bonsai tree. Because it's kind of cool, and I've always found bonsai trees interesting. I personally would never own a bonsai tree just because it's a lot of fucking work.
Joshua-san, I had a bonsai tree.
Yeah, I would never want one
Karate
because
Kid.
it's a shit ton of work to take care of a bonsai tree. But I think that would be kind of cool and different because, I mean, realistically, how many people actually would choose a bonsai tree?
One thing that I would absolutely love is, I don't know if you guys know this, but the guy who created Star Trek, when he died, they cremated him and they shot his ashes into space.
Oh, that's pretty
Interesting.
You know, that would just be cool.
That'd be cool.
You're dead, but now your body just gets to explore the universe.
cool.
Yeah,
That'd be kinda cool,
And
yeah.
I know people that definitely spray it on a certain beach or stuff like that as well. And that's probably, I wouldn't say it's more known in movies, but I personally see more of it in movies, kind of a thing too.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know, because my thing about getting buried is, one, you just rot in the ground, and fucking maggots come and just eat it. Every
two,
last
you could
piece
come
of-
back as a zombie.
And with burning, it's just like, you're setting my body on fire.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I just died, and you're gonna disrespect my body like that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Some
Mr.
people
Tip?
prefer that. I think for me it'd probably depend on what stage of my life I'm at. I think if I died like young, I'd probably just ask to be cremated, so it wasn't so much of a hassle and so much of an expense. But like if I'm 40 or 50 years old, I'll try. If I'm like 50 years old, I'm probably gonna try to plan out my death. I'd like to probably plan where I'm gonna get buried. Maybe already have a casket paid for, just that way when I die, it's just kind of ready to go.
How long do you think you're gonna live?
Well,
You're gonna make reservations for 40 years if you last till like 90 or 100?
why not? Just get it out of the way. It's like an expense you're going to pay in the future anyway. So
Do you
why
have to
not
pay
take
rent
care of
on
when
it
you're
if you
50
reserve a
years old?
spot or what? Huh? I
Huh?
wonder. Do you have to like pay rent to reserve a spot?
I think you just buy a plot and you pay it for the rest
My
of your life.
grandparents
Probably.
bought their plot 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
buy
yeah.
My
buy a plot when
grandfather-
you're like 50 years old, and then it'll be ready for you when you're like 80 or 90.
So growing up, there was literally every single time my grandparents, I don't know why they did this. They like brought, well, it's because we have some relatives buried in that cemetery.
Right, that
My
makes
yaya
sense,
said
yeah.
to me, she's like, that's my gravestone. I'm like, you just have a gravestone where there's nothing buried in there yet.
Yeah.
So, but on that
I know some
plot,
cemeteries for my family.
on that plot right now, it's my papu, he passed away in 2015. My mom and my yaya, she turns 92 in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's something good to plan out when you're like 50 years old. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
You know, you fall in love with somebody, and maybe on your 10th wedding anniversary, honey, I want to show you something. We bring her to a cemetery. Here's our plot. You and me, we're gonna dance on our graves.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, that could maybe be something fun to do, depending if you're into that.
Sounds like some vampire type shit.
Yeah.
Some machine gun killer
Moving
shit.
on. Round 2. Justin, you got 2.
I got to. God. Oh darn it.
Oh darn.
Oh darn. We have better chances of losing, Justin.
What the shit, dude?
Josh again.
Josh
All right,
is still lucky,
good.
man.
So, we got I'm going to put 2 questions together here because one of them, I don't know how long we can go. So, you, sorry, bud, but you get 2 questions. First
Well,
question.
probably.
First question here. If God can do anything, can he himself heat up a burrito that he himself cannot eat?
What?
Excuse me?
Repeat that again.
So, God can, like, make giraffes and
Yeah.
weather and whatever,
Strike down
right?
on anyone
Yep.
who doesn't like.
That's why I did this one first. I don't know where to go from it. This is a I think this is a high as fuck question here. But if God can do anything, can he himself heat up a burrito that he himself cannot eat?
Well, I mean,
A burrito?
If God can do anything, can he heat up a burrito?
yeah, I'm
I
sure.
feel like
I mean,
you
you just
eat
put
the
some lightning
burrito,
on that
too.
bitch or something, but I don't see why he wouldn't be able to eat it if he can do whatever the fuck he wants, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I see he could heat it up, but, I mean, I personally don't get why he wouldn't be able to eat it unless he, like, poisoned it on purpose or something, was, like, leaving it for somebody to find and, like, trying to, like, weed off the world or something, like made like 100 burritos and is like, hey, we need to kill some motherfuckers, so I'm gonna make 100 burritos that are fucking poisoned and just like, here you go. But I personally don't. Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to eat it if he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
My thing with it is that I'm thinking of God not in a physical form. I'm thinking that he can strike fire on burrito and heat it up, right? But he's, let's just say, a ghost for ease sake, and can't physically pick it up to eat it.
Well, do you know how many times lightning strikes the earth every single second? That's just God just shooting down lightning. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Just
if one of
baking burritos.
Who knows if in one of those spots it just hits a burrito? We have no idea.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
All right. Second
next.
question. Second
No,
question.
no.
All right.
No.
All
You
right.
gonna
All
flash it
right.
again? Okay.
All right. Well, we got 1. Y'all got 2. I hope it's not Josh again. Actually, I do.
Is Josh or is it?
I think it is. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Spin it up. Alrighty,
Josh.
Josh, you got it anyways. This is a how would you feel if kind of question. Here we go. How would you feel taking a girl home from the bar and finding out that she has a bigger dick than you do?
Jesus Christ, man. Who sent these in?
Thank you to our viewers at home.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be interesting. I mean...
But she whooped out a big dick that was bigger than
mine.
mine.
That'd be interesting for sure.
I mean, honestly, I would just play the song and then kind of.
I mean, it'd be kind of like, yeah, it'd be kind of weird at that point. Like if you're already buck ass naked and then she takes her pants off, she's got a wiener, like.
All of a sudden, Josh goes, "Wait a minute, pre-op or post-op?" She goes, "Pre-op."
No, you know that'd be kind of weird, you know. I mean, it'd be hard to be like, no.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully say no, you know, because.
Time for hand stuff.
Yeah, that's what I got there. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I mean, obviously you gotta say no, but like.
Respectfully decline.
Yeah, to not like hurt somebody's feelings or whatever. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
If you're already at that point, I mean,
did you go to your place or her place?
It's tough if you're already at that point and you didn't realize already.
But are we
You
saying
took it doesn't really clarify, so it just says taking a girl home. So.
But you're saying
hopefully you went
girl,
to
she
her
whips
place,
out
and then you can just
penis,
leave.
so-
That would be a lot easier.
But that's a whole different debate.
Yeah, that's a whole
That's a
different
whole
thing.
different
Yeah.
there.
I don't know.
All right, combo ended. New question. Final guess question. All right, now we're gonna have two. We'll see what happens.
I think I had just had two, didn't I?
We should slow the box to understand what this means.
I know. We can Google the box and figure out the instructions. It's gonna be me now.
I could just Google it.
Oh,
Q-tip.
Q-tip. All right. Here's a good question for you, Q-tip. Would you rather live in Arizona, where it is mild winter temperatures and no snow, but very hot in the summer, or Minnesota, where it's freezing cold in the winter and hot and humid every summer, plus mosquitoes?
I think I would have to take Arizona.
What's with mosquitoes?
And why?
In Arizona.
I think they are, but like...
They're probably not as bad.
Forget the...
All
Alright, let's just drop the mosquitoes.
I think, there's a difference between dry heat and humid heat. And dry heat, in my experiences, tend to be just a lot more bearable, and, you adjust to it, When you live in especially what's nice about Arizona is there isn't that much of a season,
Right.
You actually just get to skip the shitty seasons, actually. So you just have one almost like constant season the whole time. You just get used to it. So I think that is the better choice.
I've never been to Arizona, so I can't really gauge what dry heat feels like. I mean, we were in Vegas, but in March.
Was it summer, though? Right. That's kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, it was still... It was, like, warm, but it wasn't hot.
Yeah, right.
Listen, I love all four seasons, so I gotta go Minnesota. As a guy growing up on the East, you know how to love all four seasons.
I love them, but I get a little tired.
Josh, you look like you're thinking pretty hard over here.
No, I'm just playing with the dog.
Oh, okay. Do you have your answer?
I mean, I like Minnesota, but I would prefer somewhere with heat. But
let's say you've been to Arizona, right?
Yeah, I personally would rather have heat, but I also don't mind Minnesota. So
yeah, I don't mind Minnesota at all. Definitely is a very nice place.
It's kind of a since I've been here. If I wasn't in Minnesota, I think my answer would be different. But since like Minnesota is very like every season oriented, so I feel like I'd rather do that because it's kind of fun having all the different seasons.
Yeah.
I'd prefer summer a little bit longer than it is, but I mean, whatever.
True.
It is.
I think I would want to try Arizona for like a year, see if I could last, and then kind of debate at that point.
Summer's
I'm
brutal.
That's what I'm
out
saying,
there.
and I'm a hot person. Like right now, I have my AC on all the time, and it's not that hot yet. So I would be in trouble if it's fucking that hot in Arizona. But nonetheless, you would probably have a pool, whatever. Nonetheless, again, I think I would agree with Minnesota as well. Just keeping the seasons, but I would like to try Arizona, see if I could last it in the summer. I've only been there in March or April or something as well, so it's still hot, but still not that prime time of the summer as well. So, alrighty.
Q-tip?
Next question.
Okay.
You got two, Q.
No. I'm asking the question. You should go to.
You have 2, buddy.
You got 2. It's the rules.
How does that make sense?
Rules of the rules.
We'll redo it if I get shot. There we go. It's just Josh's day. All right, Josh. I got a good one for you.
Yeah.
All right. So would you rather sit on a cake and eat a dick, or would you rather eat a cake and sit on a dick?
Would you rather sit on a dick and eat a cake, or eat a cake and sit on a dick?
Oh, yeah. Eat a cake and sit on a dick, or sit on a cake and eat a dick. Like you gotta blow somebody basically.
So would you rather have cake?
You get like this delicious cake, but you gotta sit on a dick while you eat the whole cake.
What kind of cake?
Yeah, what kind
Whatever
of cake?
cake you want.
Your
Pick,
favorite
the most
cake.
Delicious cake.
Your
you're
favorite
choosing.
cake.
Angel
I mean, oh god.
Because either way, you're gay.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, I guess in that scenario, I'd rather eat the cake.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of a shitty situation either way.
yeah.
So.
I mean, you're really
In that
gonna-
scenario, if I was like held a gun to my head and like you have to choose one, I guess I'd rather
Yeah,
eat
that's
the
what I'm
cake.
saying. I mean,
But
it kinda
I'd
makes
choose the
sense.
gun, but I mean, I guess that's a fair answer.
I'd be like, just shoot me.
I think I'm on the same boat. I mean, why ruin a
And-
perfectly
and
good cake?
I
Let's
will
just eat it.
literally shoot me. I will write a note right now.
that's not the
Do
rules,
not-
Justin.
do not-
You have to pick one.
Uh,
You have to pick one, Justin.
Gun aside, Justin.
Eat the cake.
Eat the
Yeah.
Q-tip.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna eat the cake.
We're
too.
all eating the cake.
We're all eating the cake. I figured that was what was gonna happen. Yeah. But it's just you
There's
gotta
nothing
make
about
sure.
jumping. You just gotta take a seat. So I think
Jesus Christ.
eat the
Yeah.
delicious cake. Don't let it go to
Just take a
waste.
seat.
Yeah.
Just take a
Yeah.
seat.
Forget about it.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Surprise middle of the segment.
Ooh.
New segment extraordinaire. We're gonna do something just because I was eating something fucking schmack today and I thought of it. We're gonna do recommended meals of the week. Each week we're gonna take turns and pick out. I'm gonna go this week. Justin, you have next week, so you're gonna pick out a food or meal that you had that was fucking amazing that you would recommend to our viewers, and go from there.
Okay.
This week was what I ate actually about an hour ago at Von Hansen's, the meat shop. If you go in there and get a steak tenderloin canoe that is Philly cheesesteak stuffed,
Okay.
that is going to be your favorite meal of all time all of a sudden. It is a tenderloin wrapped in with cheese, cream cheese, onions, and peppers wrapped in bacon. And the whole thing is wrapped in bacon, not just the sides, obviously.
Right.
You're going to put that on your grill. You're going to put it on the top rack. But you can put whatever heat you want. Just depends on how long you want it to cook. I personally got it up to about 700 degrees, and I left it on there for about 22 minutes or so. I got it a nice brown on the outside with a nice pink on the inside. Of the steak, and yeah, it's really nice because as you cut it up, the cheese kind of falls off, and you can dip each piece in the cheese and all that.
Yeah, geez,
So
that does sound
it's
pretty
steak cheese. So it was pretty awesome. I would recommend one of those steak canoes costing me about $10,
Yep.
which is not bad for a premium tenderloin cut
Yeah,
of
it's very
steak.
good.
With everything else stuff.
With all the other shit already
Yeah.
done for you, that is not bad at all. Considering a T-bone, you're usually running about $12-13
Sure.
just for the T-bone itself.
Yeah.
So that is what I would recommend for this week. Try it out if you have some free time and go from there.
I got one question before we move
Yeah.
on. Did you have to season it?
No seasoning.
I figured it was pre-seasoned.
It wasn't seasoned, but you don't need seasoning.
With all the shit, I suppose.
You don't need the shit. Yeah,
it was. If you really wanted to.
I would recommend cooking on the grill because you get that nice char on there. Is on the bottom of it. Obviously, you can't flip it, but on the bottom you get that nice char. So it definitely turned out to be a lot better than I expected. I saw it at the store, and I literally asked the dude. I was getting some wild country brats and some other stuff, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, that's a canoe. And I'm like, what the fuck is a canoe? He explained it, and I'm like, yeah, give me one of those.
Yeah, give me a canoe.
Yeah, so that is what I recommend for meal of the week. Justin, you have next week. Keep it in mind. Moving on. Let's put our fingers in.
All right. That's what she said.
Trenton it is. Would you rather be a typical frat boy that gets invited to everything but is the garbage can of the fraternity and gets made fun of and has to do all the bullshit? Or would you rather be a low-key member of a fraternity but you don't get invited to anything?
I think, unfortunately, I would want to be the one invited to everything just because, without going everywhere else, the different, Greek life events, let alone the other parties and whatnot. That's where a lot of my college experience personally came from. So it would kind of suck to, still be in the frat and never go anywhere or even do much with them because it kind of sounds like you're in it but you're just kind of there, whatever. So I would definitely be the one to get picked on just because it would be a better experience. That's kind of contradicting a little bit, but you would have more experiences versus someone that's just there personally. So that is that's my answer there.
Q-tip.
So basically you're asking me if I want to be Cole or Jacoby, I feel like is what the question is.
Cool or cute.
Yeah, what do you mean by you get picked on? Like how we pick on
you're the garbage can. So people make fun of you all the time. You
in a joking way or like seriously?
Maybe a joking way, but obviously it's all the time, so you don't perceive it as a joking way. But
it depends on how serious
they like whenever it's time to clean up, everybody just leaves and they expect you to do it, kind of a thing. Like just the garbage can. Like you have to do all the.
You're the freshman of the frat.
You're the freshman of the frat the entire fraternity life. But you get invited to every single event and every single opportunity. Or you're the low-key member that doesn't have that, but you don't get invited to anything because people kind of forget you exist.
Okay.
So it's rather be hazed or don't be hazed.
Well, you can't show up. You can't show up because you don't know what's going on.
Oh, fair, I suppose. Okay.
Good tip.
I guess I would still be the person who takes the jokes, honestly. I think that would be what I would still go with for sure. Yeah. I'd rather do something than not do something.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because I'm still unclear about you get picked on. Do I score? Do I score at least?
Maybe. With the leftovers.
I love the face that Justice.
With the leftovers, maybe all the good ones get go.
Don't talk to me about leftovers, son.
Whoa.
Leftover Friday was every day. It's fine.
The leftovers. Oh yeah.
I'll side with everyone else.
Yeah.
It's basically either be that or be Ben Koss and just play video games in your room all day and only come out when someone turns off the internet.
Yeah. I would personally rather get invited to everything. That's just kind of my thing, and I've always had a very joking personality, and I don't mind being the blunt of the joke because I can usually throw it back. So, me personally, I would rather go that way, but I wasn't sure. Honestly, I thought the overall would be a little different, but let's go for another.
Hey, we're active people, man. Active people. You got two, Q.
Me again. All right. There is a global shortage of booze because of COVID.
Oh, shit.
So you have to get rid of one of the following because they no longer produce this type of booze: whiskey, vodka, or tequila.
Oh, it's probably not gonna be that hard for Trent.
Get rid of the vodka. Whiskey, 100%. I do like, I like my tequila and limes in the summer, so I'd keep that as a little treat. Otherwise, I just do whiskey anyways. So I'd say lose the vodka. We'll be all right.
I'm with vodka too. Get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
Besides, with all the shit going on in Russia, fuck them vodka drinkers.
Yeah.
Boycott that shit.
Vodka isn't just made in
Fuck
Russia.
Russia.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but with all the Ukraine stuff, all the
Mr.
Russian
Tip?
vodkas are pulled.
No, all of the vodka
Damn.
is from
Honestly,
Russia.
I don't think that's tequila. As much as a tequila,
okay.
as fun as a tequila shot is, I don't like tequila any other
Yeah.
time. And I definitely love whiskey, and I've actually been feeling vodka a good amount of it lately too. Also.
Honestly, vodka shots are awful.
Vodka
Unless
shots are
lemon
awful,
drops?
but vodka Red Bulls are delicious.
Straight vodka shots.
Speaking of which, next week on the podcast, we will be taking a video of our all-new setup here. Stay tuned. Nobody knows about it except for myself.
Even Justin.
Even Justin does not know what we got going, so
Yeah, what the fuck?
keep in mind we will probably do a live video taste test or something like that of what we have inbound.
Cool.
Me personally, I would get rid of vodka because I again like tequila, and there's a lot of stuff you can make. I've been really into
That's
mixed.
fair.
I've been really into mixed drinks lately, and tequila is a very common outlier.
I don't know. I think vodka is really common too, though.
It is very, but
Yeah.
as far as whiskey, that is my go-to pretty
Yeah,
much
whiskey for
every
sure
time.
is
If
not
I,
common.
unless I'm like, let's try some vodka,
Right.
or something, you
Yeah.
know. So I think I would also have to give up vodka.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Vodka or rum? I think I would definitely take rum over vodka.
I would give up rum.
I would
Really,
give
you'd
up
give
rum.
rum
I
up
would give
for
up
vodka?
rum.
I
I would
think
give
I'd
up
give
rum.
vodka for rum. I like rum.
As much as I like a Captain Coke, I think I would give up rum because that's the only time I drink rum.
I suppose.
Yeah, out of all like the hard liquors, rum is my least favorite.
Damn.
Well, straight though, because when you mix it in,
Even then, I just
Oh,
don't
I
like its
like rum.
taste.
I guess I didn't know.
Like I don't even like
Captain
Captain
Coke was
Morgan.
rum, so-
what about the fucking the mint things?
mojitos?
I was gonna say
That doesn't even
mojitos.
taste like rum. That just tastes like.
Well, you
straight
can't
mojito.
have rum anymore or mojitos anymore.
Yeah, well, he was okay.
A
Good.
mojito with gin.
Yeah, that might work.
Oh,
That's
gin is absolutely the first thing I'd give up. I would give up gin, absolutely.
Gin is actually involved in a lot.
It's involved a lot of shit, but I just summon something else. I hate gin. I absolutely hate gin, and I don't even really like. the
Bro, I
gin
remember when
is
you
it.
were on that Tanqueray streak last year.
That was only because I bought it to make a drink with gin, and I didn't even really care about the gin part, honestly. But
Yeah, but Tanqueray is like the good gin.
I know that was okay. It was okay. It was okay with Moje, but I would never
Yeah.
drink it by itself.
Yeah, me and Josh used to.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bombay,
the Bombay
baby.
days.
And that's why me and Josh.
I
probably
really,
won't
I don't,
live
I would
past
almost say
60.
I don't mind regular gin, but I hate any herbal gin for sure. Herbal
Yeah.
gin is nasty.
So you don't like Bombay?
Let's.
I don't like Bombay, definitely. Any super juniper or herbal gin? No.
One of my buddies from high school, his name is Buddha, and he's like a big Wiz Khalifa fan, and that shocks me.
Justin.
And so like he like rides Wiz Khalifa's coattails. Shout out Buddha, love you, bro. His Instagram name is Bombay Buddha.
Oh my
That's
god.
Justin, would you rather be a dog for a day or a cat for a day?
Dog for a day.
Why?
Because cats just sit around and do nothing.
No, but you're the cat. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
like, it's like a cat with your brain, I would say.
Oh, no.
Or at least you're thinking.
Well, most cats I know don't even go outside. So
I'd find a way to go outside.
well, most cats I know don't even like going outside. Dogs are just better.
Mine likes
Agree with
going
that.
outside.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like the same question. Like if you say you're a dog or a cat person, and whatever your answer to that is the answer to that question.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily the same thing.
I believe it is. Because if you think about it, if you like one over the other, if you prefer the one, then why would you want to go as the other one for the day?
I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna pick a dog because you can destroy a lot more shit as a dog.
Oh, well, I guess that's
I don't know about that.
Fuck it.
Do
No.
you not remember
My
Clifton's
cat
cat?
Yeah.
What he
No.
did to the fucking
I think
curtains?
it's more like faster, like in a faster.
No,
period
like
of time.
pillows.
a
Stuffed
cat
animals,
can fuck up. A cat can fuck up all of those things.
I believe it. But dog's just bigger. I think you can get into more shit. I think you'd have a better story to tell.
No, I think cats make it more messy because they actually do it with their claws.
Yeah, but a dog has his teeth. The teeth are even worse.
I don't know. Just that one time, Bart destroyed. But it was already destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked into the living room. I didn't even notice it because the living room is that bad. But then I took a look at the curtains. Motherfucker demolished those things. I remember that one day it was just me and you hanging out down the living room. I think we were watching football, and Bart was just up in Clifton's room just meowing because he had been locked in there all day. And then I was just like, all right, like, I'll just let him out. And he was just being an annoying fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the last straw I remember was when he, like, hopped up on the table and, you know, that little fan?
Yeah.
He just, like, hit it with his paw and then it fell. He was like, then it fell and he jumped away and you were just like, all right, that's it. You grabbed him and you just brought him back up to the room. So, yeah, I would be a dog all day.
I think I'd definitely be a cat. I think like a cat, like you can just get like everywhere you want. You can be like in a tree, like on a fence. Like I think you just see the world in a totally different perspective, and you're like super limber. You can get anywhere you want, wherever you want. I think it'd be very interesting for a whole day.
Is it true that dogs and cats see in black and white? Like, is that a confirmed fact?
I think dogs for sure. I don't know about cats.
What I read is cats can only see black and gray or something like that, and then they can see hints of orange or something, but they can only see like 3 colors. I googled it one random night trying to figure it out, but what is it? You don't see it. But
I don't see it.
But you also have to remember one thing. Either way, you're going to be eating dog or cat food.
Yeah, but as a cat, it should taste probably pretty fine.
Yeah,
you're using cat taste buds.
I saw a really funny meme on the internet last year. That's how I remember it. It was because it was that good. It's humans after eating the same thing 2 days in a row. Dog after eating the same thing for a month straight. Fuck yeah.
So now follow up to that.
Yeah.
The dog has owners that never want to play with you, and the cat has owners that are obnoxiously always trying to play with you.
Oof. See, the thing about the cat is, though, when the cats get that much attention, they will get pissed off. Because cats do not like so much attention. They will fucking scratch you.
Correct.
Sure.
But as a dog, you literally get no attention.
So you're like a neglected...
You're a neglected dog,
You probably shouldn't be with that family.
Yeah, but you're a dog for a day.
Yeah, that's not your choice.
So do they not play with me, or do they like abuse me?
No, they just ignore your existence.
Which is kind of like abuse, but it's not like super abuse.
You just neglect.
You don't have toys.
Which is a form of abuse.
You just sit there. You just sit there, yeah.
Then I think I'd go with the cat.
Yeah, I think I'll do the
Either
cat.
that, or I'd
also,
be the dog and fucking just hightail it out of there.
As the cat too, like I said, you're very limber and you're pretty fast. You know, you can you can go in a lot of different places that humans can't go. So you can probably avoid your owners if their house is big enough.
That's fair.
But yeah.
I think I'd still go with the dog so you can still fuck more shit up. And then you can nap if you want. So, yeah, I still go the dog. I don't even think you answered the first one, did you, Josh?
I would go dog. I like dogs a lot more. You can play outside, do all that kind of fun stuff. In that scenario, I would also probably rather be a dog just because I know cats, after you try to fuck with them for so long and they're out of it, they're like, fuck you, I hate you. So if it was like that for the entire day, I would get pissed off. So I'd probably also go the dog in that scenario.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Moving on.
Oh boy. I think we shuffle this. Usually we shuffle it after a question and before a question. So I don't know.
Yeah, we just shuffle it back. It's fine. Yeah.
It still didn't work.
Fuck. All right.
Do you want me to read it for you?
Trent, you want to ask one of your questions?
I definitely can. Alrighty.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Let's go ahead and pull my note up here. Alright, I like this one. Alrighty, Josh. Are you ready for your question of the day? He is not ready for his question.
I think you should remove that.
I think it's a good one.
Whatever it is, might be good.
Way.
Here we go, Josh. Would you rather talk like Yoda for the rest of your life or breathe like Darth Vader?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
So obviously the sounding of the helmet, but you don't wear a helmet. That's just how you breathe naturally.
How does Yoda sound?
Oh.
And you have to speak backwards too. The Force you will have.
Yeah.
That was Mickey. It's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Or breathe like that.
I'd honestly probably rather breathe like that because I'm just imagining talking like Yoda, and that's...
Yeah, that just sounds like a terrible existence.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, nobody gets what you're saying. Everybody's confused. Like, I feel like I'm not that smart to where I can, like, make the words make sense.
It would just come
like
out
you gotta
that way.
be very intelligent to be able to talk backwards and still make sense.
Yep.
So I feel like I would rather just do the Darth Vader thing, even though it's annoying as shit. But I mean,
Just imagine you're sitting in a library.
It'd be better than talking to Yoda as Yoda and being like, "Go outside, we will."
Just
You
imagine,
know, like
imagine you're just clapping cheeks and you're like, or you could be Yoda and be like, wee. I don't really watch Star Wars.
smash your butthole, I do.
I got you.
I've never really watched
I also
Star
think
Wars,
I think
so
the
I can't
public
do a Yoda.
I think the public perception would be a lot better too. Like you talk to people are like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? But if they just see you breathe like that, they're like, oh, this guy has a breathing problem. You know, it's whatever. You know, I feel like people would be more understanding. You know, for whatever reason.
So what's your answer?
So I would probably breathe like Vader.
Vader.
Yeah, Vader.
I think I'm gonna go with that as well. I agree with kind of the not making sense thing. I'm there for that one, so definitely agree with that. Next question. And Justin had two. There we go. What will it be? Ooh, Josh, you just have to do it. No, you have to.
Trenton,
it's
next
chosen.
question?
It's chosen. I do.
Here, I'll volunteer.
You want to do
For the
this
question?
Not that one.
Okay, Justin.
Not that one.
Justin.
I feel like this
Justin
question
volunteers.
is illegal and this should be banned.
Justin's
Alright,
getting
we're gonna see
volunteered.
what happens.
Justin, would you rather get touched by your uncle
Oh
once
my god.
or get watched by a creepy guy for 5 years straight?
I'd rather get watched by a creepy guy. My uncle touching me, that's... Where is he touching me?
In the no-no square.
Well, there's two no-no squares
Both of them.
at the same time.
Yes.
Oh my god.
For how long?
Ever.
No, just once.
Just once.
Yeah, just once.
How old am I?
Doesn't matter.
I'll still take the creepy guy because I am against child predators.
Would it be better
Are you
right
not
now?
against stalkers?
So let's say
Well, would it be better right now? I mean, if I see that guy fucking stalking me, I'm hucking a brick at his
No,
head.
I'm talking about the getting touched by your uncle.
yeah. Let's say you're 21. What's your answer now?
I mean, at least you could fight back.
Nah, I'd still take the creepy guy.
There you go. There you go. Q-tip.
I think I have to agree, I think I have to agree with Justin that I would take the creepy guy. Well, I have a couple questions. So, is
Yeah.
the creepy guy, is he malicious? Like, is he violent?
Is
No,
he gonna
no,
do
he's just
something?
watching it.
He's just walking
Just
around like
watching?
everywhere you go. He's always like 100 feet away just watching you.
I can get used to it. I'd just be like, that's my fan. That's my number one fan.
I'm just fucking thinking about that.
I was thinking like through a window or something, not like everywhere you go.
Yeah, everywhere you go.
Everywhere you
I mean,
go.
yeah, through a window, wherever.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about it positively and just live with it. I think it's traumatic. Well, it's traumatic to get touched by somebody, obviously, but especially by a family member. So I think I just deal with the stalker. Yeah.
I unfortunately think I would do the first one. I feel like 5 years would get to me, bro.
5 years.
There's
that'd be a
no good
long-ass
answer.
time,
But
bro.
yeah, that shit would get to me. They're both shitty answers, but I think the 5 years would fuck with me. But they both.
I would have killed that guy within 24 hours.
That's not an option, Justin.
Yeah, it's
Anyways,
not an
he's
option.
always 100 feet away from you.
Physically, yes, it
He's
is.
always
never
100
comes-
feet.
If you walk towards him, he walks away.
It's like literally if you move a foot, he moves a foot, like at the
Yeah.
exact same time. It's a bubble.
You
at
can't
all
get
times.
close to him.
No, Josh.
Yeah,
fucking shoot him with a gun.
I'd
man.
probably take the creepy guy.
If
As
I can't
much
get close to him.
against my better judgment, and as far as I would not like to have a creepy guy watching me all the fucking
I think I
time.
can deal with it.
Like even when you're sleeping, you wake up and look out the window, and he's just out there like watching you. Like I don't know, that shit's weird. But
Yeah.
I'd rather not get touched by my
Every
uncle.
breath
So
you take.
I just think, obviously, we know he's not going to do anything malicious for the question, as we clarified.
Yep.
But in that moment, day one, day 2, day 3, day 4, that would fucking suck. And you have 5 years of it left, and you have no idea how long it's gonna last.
I actually have a good one.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Wait, who's doubling? Who's doubling?
You know one.
Wait. That means Justin doubles.
It's fine.
No, whatever. It's
That's fine.
that's
All right. Would you rather be a complete genius, like extraordinarily high IQ, gifted, like less than 1% of the population have your intelligence, but you don't have a social life, or be below the spectrum and everybody fucking loves you?
So below
But
average.
you're an idiot.
Below average. Below average or idiot? Below average.
Okay, we're talking like complete like
Doorknob.
you can't. We're talking you can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
Jesus, okay.
Wow, that would be pretty hard not to walk and chew gum.
Because the thing about being the genius is, if you have that high of an intelligence but you have no social life, you're most likely to turn out to be a serial killer.
Really? Yes.
I mean, maybe.
Not totally.
The Unabomber.
I mean,
Some of them, but
that's
there's
partially
lots of
true.
serial killers who are very social, though.
I think I would still go with the genius one. Yes, there's a chance for that, but there's also a chance to be like Elon Musk, and you're still kind of, I don't know. I feel like
you can have like a relationship, but you don't have like a group of friends. You have like one.
Yeah,
I think a partner. Obviously, you have your family.
Do you know you're an idiot? Like, are you like aware of it?
Are you conscious of your idiocity?
Yeah.
You notice that people tell you. I would
people
go with
tell
the
you,
genius.
but do you think you're an idiot? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure people tell you. Okay,
You think you're.
you've
You've embraced
genius.
it. You've
I'm
embraced
genius.
it.
You embraced it.
Josh has no social life.
Genius.
Yeah, I think I'd do the genius
already
too.
have
I think it just
social
sounds
life,
better. I mean, if I didn't think I was an idiot, you know, if I was more of like a blissful ignorance type thing, that might not be so bad, honestly. But if you're aware of it, that doesn't sound very good. Yeah.
What about you, Justin? What would you pick?
I think I would go with the genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It kind of sounds like someone who's knocking. Alright,
Trenton, you have one more?
I do have one more. If you want to tackle
Last
more.
one. Unless Justin comes up with one more.
You're double.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god, it really loves Josh today. Oh, yep.
Double. Ooh.
W.
Alrighty, Josh. Here we are. Would you rather lose the ability to use GPS for the rest of your life, or lose the ability to use a credit card?
Probably GPS, because I drive 5 minutes to work and I don't really need GPS.
I was gonna say, if you're going to a Twins game or something, what are you gonna do? Map it out?
Well, I know how to
Just
get
take
there.
the train.
Okay.
Just take the train.
If you're gonna
and
go
be
to
like,
a Chicago Cubs game,
Then I would go with somebody who knows how to drive.
or that has a GPS, doesn't count.
But yeah, I use credit cards for fucking everything, bro.
Mhm.
Every purchase I ever make is on a credit card. I haven't pulled my debit card out of my wallet in probably 2 years. So, for me personally, I fuck with credit cards just because of the rewards and the points and all the free shit you get. Like the amount I've probably bought within the last 3 years, I've probably bought like $5,000 worth of free shit. So, yeah, I'm definitely on the credit card train.
So what's the point of even having a debit card at that point?
Well, you still need a debit card. The only reason
So you're saying you haven't used... When was the last time you used your debit card?
I couldn't even tell you. Probably 2-3 years. Yeah.
Really?
Mainly because my debit card is just for my holdings. So like all my liquid money I keep in my
in the debit account.
in my checking account.
Right.
But I don't actually I don't pay for things with my
Directly
checking
out of that account.
Yeah, directly account, other than like the mortgage and shit like that.
Makes payments on the credit card.
No, I don't make payments. I pay it off every month.
Well, that's true. That's kind of what I
But
mean.
if I fill up with gas, credit card. If I buy a drink at the gas station, credit card. If I buy a new piece of furniture, credit card. Like everything, because like I said, the points that you earn is just fucking ridiculous, dude. Like that's how That's how you do it, dude. If you can just figure out how to not make payments and just pay it off every month and be consistent.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, it's literally the same thing as using your debit card all the time. You just you get rewards for it too. Yeah. Like that Vegas trip me and Justin went on, the whole hotel I paid for out of points.
Sure.
Because I had so many points saved up that I just used all my points to pay for it.
Redeem them.
Yeah, redeemed them. So you know, it's like it's shit like the comedy show. I paid for that with points. So like, dude,
that was me. I would have wanted my points back.
No, I personally no. That's the point of them. You know, you're supposed to use them on shit that you normally wouldn't do.
Do they expire?
Usually not.
Okay, I haven't really checked my rewards because I've had a credit card for. Well, so here's the thing. My credit card, I didn't even know I had a credit card until October. My dad told me, he was just like, I got you a credit card without telling you, and I was just using it for buying your flights when you came home for Thanksgiving, so I could start building up your credit for you.
Yeah.
And now that you have a full-time job, go nuts.
Use it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
use it. Don't abuse it.
You definitely don't want to make payments because that's how you're paying money that you.
The interest.
The interest. Yeah, you don't want to make payments, but as long as you pay it off every month, it's literally exactly the same as paying with your debit card. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's just instead of paying for it and just getting nothing back, now you get points that you can redeem towards other shit.
That's what I've been doing too. Even at the bar, whatever, $100 tab, credit card.
Yep.
I don't know. I gotta look.
You get probably.
I don't think I get
for
anything.
$100. You probably get a $5 worth of points. But I mean, shit. You go to the bar 10 times, you got $50. There's almost a whole trip just there.
Right. Yeah, I gotta look at mine because I honestly don't even think I get rewards. I'm sure I would have to get something, but dog is on the mic.
He wants a turn.
That's the turn. Yeah, I think GPS is just easier. I think you can adapt to living without GPS. I mean, we used to live without GPSs, obviously.
Right.
You can adapt to it. Signage on roads and stuff. You can usually figure out your way like that. I feel like unless you're going out of state or something, you might need a little more. You might need a map or something. Otherwise, credit is a really important system. Credit cards are a very important way of building up that system and working with that system. So, I think it would be harder to not have a credit card.
Justin, give up GPS. Give up your credit cards.
Give up GPS.
Give up GPS. Mm-hmm. I think I would just pay with cash for everything, unfortunately. It would suck, but I still sometimes use GPS to get here. And it's been for almost 2 years, so I would go crazy if I didn't have a GPS. For the record, I did not use it today to get here, but nonetheless, I just like to look at it, make sure I'm on the right track. I just like to make sure I'm on the right track.
Makes sense.
Justin, you haven't watched Stranger Things either, have you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, grandfather clock is upon us. It is now our time, but before Josh just left, it's fine. There's no UFC, Justin.
Saturday there is.
What do we got? Anything interesting?
Alexander Volkov and Yaroslav Rozenstruik, heavyweights.
Nice. Okay. It's a fight night, I assume.
Yeah, it's a fight night. And pay-per-view the following week.
Oh, pay-per-view next week. Yep. So we'll do something for that probably this next coming week then.
Yeah, we will.
Definitely.
All right.
Well, I was gonna say, I think that's all we got. The Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial is not over. We'll probably see a verdict within the next week or so.
Hopefully we get something next week.
Yep.
See how that resolves. Figure out what happens there.
Yep. They had their closing arguments and closed the cases and whatever today. But the jury has about a week to deliberate. Figure out what they want to do. I think Johnny Boy is golden and good to go.
Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, it's definitely seemed like that going throughout the process, so I wouldn't see why it would change.
Oh, yeah, and in other MMA news, Sean Strickland's Twitter account has been suspended for a very offensive tweet that he sent out.
Oh boy, can you read it? Or is it that bad?
Yeah, I can. I can read it.
Well, I don't know. Well, like how offensive was it? I'm saying.
To some people, it's very offensive. To me, I honestly thought it was pretty funny.
Let's hear it.
Okay. find it here.
Quick update for Josh. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard trial. A week of deliberation after the final closing.
A week of what?
Deliberation.
Oh my god.
So, the closing cases were done. Yeah, that's it. Now Justin is finding this tweet. Come on, you didn't have this ready or what, Justin, huh?
Because, like, there's no screenshots of the tweet, so I have to go to the MMA outlets.
Somebody should have some article, you would think.
Alright, here we go. So the first tweet, in quotations, I have a gun on me. You wouldn't try to fight me. Let me stop you there. I don't try to fight anyone. If you run your mouth, I give you an option to be a man and step up. If your go-to is grab my gun, you're a little bitch and the problem with the world. Pussy.
Jesus Christ.
And then tweet 2 days later. This is what got him suspended.
That's aggressive, but that's fine.
Didn't really seem like it.
This is the kicker. I just gotta say, this is Sean Strickland, by the way, number 4 ranked UFC middleweight. I just gotta say, countries that don't have gun ownership as a human right really are pathetic. In quotation, Germany hasn't had a mass shooting. England doesn't have mass shooting. Blah blah blah. You also don't have fucking men either, so enjoy it, you nutless trannies.
Jesus
that is
Christ.
all. Goodbye.
Alright, I can see it, but damn, alright, Jesus.
So you got suspended for how long?
I don't know. But the thing is about Sean Strickland is that guy has no fucking filter.
Think this is gonna affect anything UFC fighting wise?
No, he doesn't give a shit.
No.
This guy used to be a fucking white supremacist. He was fucking beaten to shit by his dad as a kid.
Oh, God.
The guy was just fucking hateful. If you watch his fights, he'll just be fucking screaming at you while you guys are punching. There was one fight I remember, he was like, come on, John! Come on! Fight me there! 10 seconds, John! 10 seconds! Like, you guy's a psychopath. But he has no filter and he says funny shit like that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Fuck it. Well, just like the Stranger Things clock, Grand Theft the clock.
The clocks.
Our time is up. Our time is over. We're gonna have a new setup video, something in store for next week. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already on YouTube. Hit that green heart on Spotify as well to follow our podcast there. We may have a special guest next week. See what happens, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.
Peace.
Go get a do trip. I like how she move it. I like how she move it. I got that new whip. Go get a do trip. I like how she move it. I like how she move it.